everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, I'm going to be showcasing how to do each victim objective in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have an influx of brand new PlayStation Plus players who have never played this game until this week and are struggling with figuring out how to do the objectives. I figured this would be a great quick tutorial video on showcasing you how to do the fuse box, the generator kicks, the battery, as well as the pressure valve, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and explain and showcase this. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the video. First thing you're gonna do, you can practice this in private match solo. This is what I am doing. I am in a private match. So I don't have anybody helping or, going against me right now, but this is just to showcase, again, how to do stuff. So what the first thing, obviously the first objective you're gonna wanna do is get upstairs because that's where all the objectives are. And then when Grandpa's done screaming, we'll explain some stuff. Bang. Okay, thank you, Grandpa. So what we're gonna do is, once again, showcase the first and the hardest one that everybody has problems with, and that is doing the fuse box. Now, the fuse box will spawn in 3 different locations on each map, and on Family House, all 3 locations are upstairs. This is what we're gonna showcase to you here. You will have other options to look for the fuse box on other maps, but what we're gonna do first is look for the fuse handle. Now, the fuse handle will spawn in 3 different locations on this map, but it has the ability to spawn in multiple locations, upwards to 5. There is a spawn location for that fuse handle right here, but not today. Obviously, there's one right here because here it is. This is what it looks like. Okay, you want to grab the fuse. There is another one. That's the possibility right here. As you can see, one right here as well. So that's 4 locations. And the 5th location is upstairs, which should be here because we've only found 2 of them. It'll be in this room right here. There's the 3rd one. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is find the location of the fuse box. The first things first, there are 3 fuse box location possibilities. One will be in this room, Hitchhiker's bedroom. It will be on this wall right here. It is not here today. We are going to go ahead and go to the luggage room, which is right here. And it has a possibility of spawning here, which is also not here. Of course, it's the last one. Why not? This one is on den staircase, or what we call upper storage. In order to do the fuse, you need to have a tool to open the fuse box and the fuse itself to do the math. Now I'll showcase how you do the math. We're gonna go ahead and hold X, use up our tool pick to open the fuse box, and now we're gonna insert the fuse. At this point, this is where people get really confused. It's because mathematics is a little bit weird. As you can see in the bottom left corner, it does tell you that you have to match the round fuse color with the correct slot, ensuring that the amp value is met for each pair. Once complete, power will be restored and the basement exit will open, okay? But in English, what that means is you have to match the colors with the amps. So as you can see, the top row needs 12 amps and the bottom row needs 8 amps. Okay, so if there's only one yellow slot on the bottom, we're gonna take the yellow node, hit A, and move over and place it in the yellow spot, as you can see. Okay, now what is 8 minus 2? We need 6. We need a blue 6. Bang. Okay. Then we're gonna go up to the top. We obviously need the blue 10. And then we need a red 2 to equal 12.
Got it.
Simple as that. It's a little bit harder when you got pressure on, a killer right behind you. But, there are those scenarios here that's gonna make it a little bit easier once you start getting used to the math. So that's how you do that. Then you just run to the basement and you will see the basement exit. Now, let's do the pressure valve. As we saw a spawn location for the pressure valve, once again, 3 pressure valve handles spawn on the map with multiple locations. Here's one of them. There is another pressure valve location right here in this bedroom. It would be right here.
Please don't hear me. Please.
It's not there today. There's also one that spawns here, which is also not here today. That would be number 3. Okay. So the last 2 pressure valve location spots, as you will see, are going to be back porch.
Not again.
Bum, 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 bum. Hello. Back porch. Right here. Okay. And then you're going to find the pressure valve, which has 3 spawn locations on this map. One of them is out in the front yard, which is one of the hardest ones to ever pull off in this game. One of them is side garden. I'll showcase that to you now. One of them is side garden right here.
Oh, God.
Okay. Boom. And one of them is in the side or in the backyard. Okay. And so what those are going to entail is how you do that. You have to collect the pressure valve handle, and then you just kind of have to walk over to the pressure valve and attach the handle. This one's pretty easy. There's no math or anything. You just spam it. Spam it like crazy. Get away. Now, the family can turn the valve off, so you do want to have some protection on it with bone scraps or some sort. But again, it's truly just a lot of the times a distraction play. There is one more valve handle, and obviously we didn't get all 3 or all 5 locations here. So we're gonna have to showcase to you guys that 5th valve handle. The 5th valve handle on this map is in such an asinine place, unfortunately. And it is in the front yard. I'm wondering if it's gonna even show up, but we're gonna go ahead and showcase its location. Just in case you are out here and you have to retreat to the basement, before you do so, it allows you to grab that other valve handle. So we're gonna go ahead and sprint. By the way, this is the exit for the pressure valve right there. So you do have to get out front to leave via the pressure valve exit. And here is the last one. Okay. Pretty silly. There actually is a possible 6th spawn location here. Actually, there's one that can spawn here too. 2 handles out here. But again, only 3 spawn per map, as long as you are not playing the graveyard. Graveyard has some funky numbers. They have 1 less of each. Okay. So anyway, that's how you do the pressure valve. So we've done the fuse box and the pressure valve. We're going to go ahead and showcase to you how to kick off the generator. And it is pretty simple. If you are having trouble finding the generator, all you have to do is make sure you look for this giant yellow hose or cord or whatever you want to call it. And this will lead you directly to where the generator is located. Okay? Now, you can also see it pretty well, but this will just give you some bearings. Simple as this. To kick the generator, you hold X or square or whatever button it is to prompt with the generator. And Connie has really bad strength, so it takes her 19 kicks. But if you have a high strength character like Leland, you can actually get him to kick it in 7 kicks, which is pretty quick.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's that. This will be off, and then you just run to the edge of the driveway to get out. Simple. Okay. And our last objective to do is the battery. And now the battery is simple as well. You got to make sure you have a tool. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and grab a toolbox, or a tool from a toolbox. Bum, 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 bum. Bang. And then we're going to go ahead and run to the battery. Now, the battery is pretty loud. You'll be able to hear some noise, but if you want to see it from afar, all you have to do is look for the trunk that has its hood up. The battery can spawn in 2 locations on this map. Either this car or this car. That's it. Pretty quick, pretty close. You just go up, and once again, just like the generator, you're gonna hold X or square or whatever button it is to prompt with the generator or the battery, and then you're going to run to the gate and make sure to open it
Stay focused.
and escape. Those are the 4 objectives for victims in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The 4 ways to escape. And once again, it's different on every map, but this kind of gives you a rundown of how to do everything, especially the fuse box math. So I hope that this video provided you with some, some knowledge on how to escape. I hope you guys have some successful victim games. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. I would be glad to assist you with. Once again, I have over 3,000 escapes in this game, over 10,000 kills as family, multiple build videos up on the channel. You guys are going to want to just check everything out. So once again, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on your noties. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and anytime that I bring you brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.